What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we've got a little bit of an update on the whole Black Series re-release situation. We talked about this on a previous Lazy Sunday live stream, but this is the first time we'll be talking about it on Figure It Out.
True.
So we're going to kind of run down kind of the whole situation and all of the events that have led up to this so far.
Yeah, we'll briefly recap the timeline. And before we get started, I just want to say we're not affiliated or in contact with the Nerdzoic YouTube channel, Toy Snowman, or Star Action Figures over in the UK. So this is completely on the outside looking in, speculative commentary.
And also, don't forget, you could have been watching this video a whole lot earlier if you are in a position to support the channel at our Basement Battalion membership level. There's a link for that down in the description. So, Justin, let's just jump into it.
Okay.
We talked about this on our Lazy Sunday live stream, kind of went through everything, but for those of you that don't know or are unaware, there is the potential for a bunch of the hottest, most expensive, desirable Black Series figures potentially being re-released.
True. So just to run it back a little bit, this all started with the Nerdzoic YouTube channel and Toy Snowman. A few weeks ago, they went on YouTube, they made a couple live streams dropping this bombshell news announcement of essentially a list of Black Series items, a little bit of roleplay, a little bit of TVC in there as well. It was like 25 plus items, and they're saying, yeah, Hasbro's gonna re-release these. They're gonna be, November, December-ish release date. They also use the phrase original packaging, which is kind of nuts considering there is stuff like the Shadow Squadron set listed in this, or like, Emperor Palpatine Deluxe in the red and black box. So that is what kickstarted this whole situation.
And so far, Toy Snowman has actually had pre-order listings for every single one of these 20 plus figures with a small $4 down payment to secure these releases.
Yeah, $4 USD, because that is a Canadian toy store. And yeah, you can still see, I think, like the Plo Koon and one other one is still up on the site. But then Nerdzoic came out with an update in their newsletter that said there's actually some go live dates. So they couldn't just drop everything at once. So they said it's every Tuesday starting August 8th to September 19th. So every Tuesday, a few items would go up for pre-order. So that is just like setting the scene. Now, Star Action Figures, I could tell they were like slightly annoyed at this because they had made an original post and they use the phrase in here, "This should never have been leaked over the weekend and has caused issues for everyone." So, I mean, I get a hint of
Definitely.
animosity, a little bit of frustration.
Yeah.
And it does seem like a super random thing to leak. And especially with the Nerdzoic YouTube channel being a toy store, I was really surprised that they would just go and drop all of that information. I don't know how any of it works with like the relationship with Hasbro or the distributors or whatever.
Yeah.
Very surprising that that was allowed to leak, because of course Hasbro hasn't commented on this at all.
And I do want to note just real quick that Star Action Figures is probably the largest Star Wars action figure retailer in the UK. Pretty reputable. I know a lot of people order from them in the UK, and even people like Landspeeder Luke order from them and just get them shipped over to the United States.
So August 8th, the first Tuesday finally rolled around, and an item did actually go up for pre-order, because I knew everyone was being a skeptic, including ourselves. I still am. Because this was just a helmet. This was the prototype Boba Fett helmet, the roleplay item. It is in the red and black box packaging. It's all of these allegedly would be a complete re-release. They're not modified. Original packaging. They're not going to update the articulation or the sculpts or the paint or anything. These are just pure re-releases. So the prototype helmet did go up, but that was just one item. And of course it had to be roleplay, so we still had that doubt.
Right. And then this past Tuesday, we also saw another roleplay item come back, and that is the plain white Stormtrooper helmet. Again, in its original packaging, but still, it's a roleplay item. So we've yet to see any figures actually go back up for pre-order.
And yes, side note, yes, you caught us. We work for Hasbro. Or Hasbro watches the Lazy Sunday streams because they clearly just wanted to recreate our intro.
Right.
It's all about us.
Conveniently, the two helmets that we use.
Yes. So again, it's just a roleplay item. I'm like, show me the figures, right? Show me the figs. And, oh gosh, like I'm stuck on the Shadow Squadron set.
Right.
Blue line packaging, really? Are they really going to reproduce that?
I mean, even something like the Walgreens exclusive Clone Commander Obi-Wan, red and black box figures are also on this list as well. And it's just something where you're just like, how? Why?
Like brand confusion, maybe?
Well, yeah, I think if anything, there's no way, if this is true, no way these go on store shelves.
Yeah, and the phrase on store shelves was used in one of those streams. I listened to it one night. But that's 2 Tuesdays, and there's only 7. If we're talking August 8th to September 19th, we have 20-plus items on this list, and we're already 2 Tuesdays down out of 7, so there's only 5 weeks left.
Right.
So they'd have to do, 4-ish, new pre-orders. I don't know. But just today, the day that we're filming this, which is Wednesday, Star Action Figures dropped another Facebook post. And I think this one was a little more heated.
Oh, for sure.
Because I was reading that and I was just like, allegedly, of course. But it's so clear that they're talking about Nerdzoic. And I just thought it was funny. I mean, we haven't had some toy drama in a while.
Right.
So we were due... for some. This time around, I want to read it verbatim. We don't really want to paraphrase around here. We want to get all of our facts in order. So I just want to read you. This is from the Star Action Figures Facebook page. A couple of weeks ago, a story broke that Hasbro would be reissuing a lot of the older Black Series figures. Please note that this is not the case. And whilst there have been discussions on a number of things over the past few months, there are currently no solid plans for older figures to be reissued in this way. You may recall this has happened before with Black Series Captain Rex. If there is going to be any reissues in the way that was described, then it will be a controlled announcement and all sites will have the information and go live for pre-order at the same time. Please be very careful of any site that suddenly has a quote-unquote news scoop and offers pre-orders that no one else is offering. If there is any major reissues of Star Wars figures, then we will know about it, and we'll make announcements in line with Hasbro's instructions. We may offer some of the older Black Series helmets, but we'll announce these as soon as stock is confirmed in the UK. That says a lot. Specifically what they say, it's definitive language.
Right.
That really sticks out to me. I highlighted it for your convenience. They straight up say, please note that this is not the case. That seems like they are saying it's not happening.
Right. That it's definitively them coming out and saying that it's not true.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't us, saying Nerdzoic is not a reputable retailer or anything like that. I've bought from him in the past, and it's gone fine. Everything has gone smooth. But, Star Action Figures is a larger company. They are actually like something along the lines of your Entertainment Earths or your Big Bad Toy Stores, something like that,
And to be fair, the Nerdzoic toy store does not have listings on all of these figures. They waited until the whole Tuesday thing when super reputable stores like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, they at the very least have the helmets up. So the fact that Big Bad and Entertainment Earth have the helmets up, there has to be some validity to the claims from the Nerdzoic channel.
Right. Although, as Star Action Figures pointed out, we do also have the Captain Rex situation, which Captain Rex was listed on Entertainment Earth and is still listed on Big Bad Toy Store's website.
True.
And the re-release of Captain Rex has all but been officially confirmed that it's, not happening. It's canceled.
Mm-hmm. So we basically just wanted to make this video to sort of recap everything that's happened. And then just today, with the updated post from Star Action Figures and just the sort of passive-aggressive nature of the update. They are straight up saying these should never have been leaked. Mm-hmm. It's caused issues for them and a lot of other people. And I am surprised that Nerdzoic, as a toy store owner, would just leak it all. Right. Just, right away.
Yeah, because you'd have to think, if this was something or is something that is supposed to be happening and Hasbro wants it to stay under wraps, obviously that would damage, their relationship by him just, releasing all of this information. Mm-hmm. But, it's really hard to say. It's one of those situations where I feel like it's almost too good to be true. It's
right.
Like we said, 20 of the most highly desirable, most expensive Black Series figures of the entire line. Mm-hmm. And they're just all of a sudden going to magically come back in their original packaging.
Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about it every week on the stream now. I'm almost kind of getting sick of this speculation. If you were to ask my opinion of this, yeah, I do agree. It sounds too good to be true, in my opinion. And on top of that, protect your bag, guys. Protect your money. It does seem a little far-fetched, in my opinion. The fact that we've gone 2 weeks in a row and it's just one roleplay helmet each week. Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, where's the figs?
Right.
Show me the figs.
Yeah. Now, who's to say, maybe next week they do drop 4 pre-orders for new action figures. We don't know yet, but this is just a ongoing situation that's kind of a hot button issue within the community, specifically the Black Series community. Mm-hmm. And I do also want to say, of course, we would support these re-releases. I want this to be true because... Yeah. These are figures that a lot of collectors need, even people that have been in the line for a long time. Like us, we only recently finally bit the bullet and got the Shadow Squadron 2-pack.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I want to ask you just real quick is, so far the helmets have been their original retail price. Now, do you think that when these figures come out, is the Shadow Squadron 2-pack going to be its original price of $49.99?
That would just seal the deal of, okay, this is fake. It's never coming out because there's no way they're going to produce that for $49.99. That's 2 figures and a speeder. But nowadays, it's 2 figures.
But they are re-releasing the helmets, and helmets have increased in price for sure. Not as, I would say, not as much as figures, but they have gone up.
Yeah, I would find it hard to believe, honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean, who's to say the helmets even come out? But I do agree with what you were saying. We support re-releases all day. Don't collect for value. Mm-hmm. Get into the stock market.
Yeah.
If you want to put your kids through college,
buy some real estate
instead of Star Wars toys. I'm not into collecting to get pissed off that other people have gained access to a figure that I have.
Right.
I collect because I want cool things on my shelf. If my entire collection got devalued to $0 tomorrow, I'd be fine with that because I still have all this representation on the shelf.
Yeah, I think it's something that a lot of collectors lose sight on, and they get caught up in collecting for value, and then when something does get re-released, then the rage comes out, and it's like, well, here's the thing. If you're collecting Hasbro figures, these are mass market, mass produced items that have always had a history of being re-released. Hasbro has always, one way or another, re-released figures from day one. They do it with Marvel Legends. They've done it with Power Rangers. They've done it with Transformers. Every single line they have. they re-release figures eventually. It might not be tomorrow or a month from now, but you know, how many figures have we thought, man, we're never gonna get those,
right?
And then it comes back around.
Yeah, just collect for the sake of enjoying Star Wars.
Yeah.
And for all those people that are commenting, oh, now this one's gonna get devalued, now my figure's gonna get devalued, I sip on your tears.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy.
Honestly, yeah, that is one thing on this channel in particular we're always adamant about. We do not collect for value. We collect because we love these little pieces of articulated plastic that somehow, some way bring us so much joy. They've made an entire awesome community that we have like-minded people to talk to.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
If my $200+ Shadow Squadron set gets devalued because you get to have the figure, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about the value of mine. I want everyone to have cool things on their shelves. But for today's video, we just thought it was really interesting with the update from Star Action Figures definitively saying this is not the case. Yeah. Definitively saying this is pretty much not happening. Yeah. So super, super interesting. And I always love a good passive aggressive when it's like organizations, you know,
battling it out somewhat.
Yeah, not there yet, but you know, it's like it's beginning. It's brewing.
We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. And of course, we're going to keep everyone out there informed. If not on Figure It Out, definitely on our Lazy Sunday live streams. So just make sure you're tuning into both because you might miss an important update. But for now, you know, here is an entire recap of the situation and what we know so far. So, of course, we'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you in the party where this is too good to be true, or are you thinking that, yeah, this is a for sure thing that's going to happen? We'd love to hear your thoughts one way or the other. And of course, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, you could have been watching this a whole lot earlier if you are in a position to support the channel at the Basement Battalion membership level. There's a link for it down in the description. And also, don't forget to get connected with our community on our Discord.
You gotta join the Discord. Just hit the link. Click it. Just click the link, join. It'll all be fine and peaceful.
Yes.
All right?
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Big shout out and special thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.